Let us look at classes of STL. First of all, we look at an example of a vector class. So for that, I should include vector header file. Now inside the main function, I'll show you how to create an object of vector and how to use it. Vector, I want to store integer type of values and let the object name be v, and initially I will store some numbers. So that's all. An object of vector is created which can store integer type values. If you want to store float type of values, just you have to change this data type in a template. Now I want to insert more values in this one, so I will say v dot push back value 20. So a value 20 will be inserted after 10. Then v dot push back value 30, that will be inserted after 20. Now let us see how I can display all these values. Using a for each loop, I can display all these values from vector v. So cout x and l. This will display all the values. That's it. So I'm getting all the values, that is first is 2, then 4, then 6, 8 and 10, 20 and 30. So here I am displaying, instead of displaying, if you want to find maximum or minimum, if you want to update the value, you can perform any type of operation on these set of values. Let us see how we can remove a value from a vector. So I will say v dot pop back. This will delete the last value that I have inserted, that is 30. Yes, I got the values only from 2 to 10 and also 20 I got the values. So value 30 is deleted. There's another method for iterating through all the values of a vector. So let us take a iterator for vector. So vector, and I have an integer type. So the class name is iterator and I will take a variable itr. Then here I will display all those values using iterator. So I will just give a message here that using iterator, I'll display all the values using iterator. And for iterating through iterator, I can again use a for loop and say itr assign vector dot begin. Begin is a function that is available in every STL class. Then say itr is not equal to v dot end and say itr plus plus. So this itr will be like a reference or a pointer to the objects or these values inside a vector. So I can display them cout, itr and l. See, I got an error because itr is a pointer type. So itr I should dereference, then I get the value. This dereferencing operator is available on iterator. Then here again I am displaying the values. So I will say this is using for each loop. For each loop. This is using for each loop. So I am displaying the values of vector using two methods. One is using iterator and other one is using for each loop. Let us run. I get these values 2 times. Yeah. This is using iterator. I got the values from 2 up to 30 and using loop again 2 up to 30. Now inside this one, iterator, as this is a reference, I will say plus plus. So it should increment the values, and if the value is 2, then it should display 3, and 4, then it should be 5. So the question here is that will it modify the values inside the vector? So that I can confirm by displaying them again, once again. If I display, I should not get the values 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, but I should get 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. Then it means the values are incremented. So otherwise, I should get the same values 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Let us run and see whether this iterator will modify the values or not. Yeah, first time iterator has displayed 3, 5, 7, 9, 11 and 21 and 31. So these are the values that are incremented. Then again when I am displaying using for each loop, I am getting incremented values only. So yes, using this iterator, I can modify these values also. Not just reading, I can even write the values or update the values. So that's all. What all the other operations that you want to perform on this set of values, you can continue writing the code and you can use this in your application. Now here we will focus how to use different classes available in STL. So this is a example of vector. Already I have explained that these data structures are so flexible that you can remove vector and you can use a list or you can use a forward list. Anything you can use. It is very easy for handling these data structure. So handling of these data structure is the same. Their performance will be different and their internal memory organization is different. So I will use the same code just so you can understand the beauty of these classes, how they are perfectly designed. Just I will change this vector and I will remove this header file and I will use header file list. And instead of vector class, I'll just call it as a list class object. And the iterator that I was using, list iterator. Now everything is perfect. See, I have changed the class name and also the iterator type I have changed, that is a list iterator. Everything is same. Now it will not be using an array as a vector, but it will be using linked list as a list, that is doubly linked list as a list. So my code is as it is, but when I run the program, internally it will not be an array, it will be a linked list. So I don't have to disturb my logic, just I can shift from array to linked list. So my program has shifted from array to linked list. So that's how the flexibility is provided by these STLs. If I run the program, it works perfectly and it works in the same way. Now I will use another one. Instead of list, there is one more class called forward list. So I'll just change it to forward list. And this iterator also, I should change it to forward list. Now this should work for forward list. Oh, I got an error here. What is that? Pushback is not a member of forward list. So pushback is not there in forward list, but push front is there in forward list. So that's it. This is a change I have to do because the method of handling this forward list is different because it's a singly linked list, right? If you remember, I have already explained this one, that is a singly linked list. Now you can see that the values are added in the beginning, that is pushed in the beginning, 31 and 21. So 31 is the recent one and the other values 3, 5, 7, all those values are there. And still they are being updated. So I can change to any data type. So I can say even set. So for that I should change this also a set. So I'm getting few errors. I will explain why I am getting those errors. And here also in the header file I made it as set. So almost everything is perfect. Only the difference is that there is no push front function. Then what is the function available in set? The function available in set is different because it is a unique set of values. So it is having a function called insert. And here I cannot modify these values. I can just display them. That's all. So you should know the differences between them, little bit differences are there, so that if you take care, you can easily switch from one data structure to different data structure. So now it can have only unique values. I'll show you here. I will write one more 10 here and see what happens. 2 times 10 I have given, and then it will not take 10 2 times, it will take only 1 time. So the values that are there present are 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10 is appearing only 1, 10, 20 and 30. So this is about set. Now like this you can change the data structure to DQ or priority queue and so on. So that's how these are the classes, and this is how you can store the data and you can iterate through the data and you can make a lot of modifications whatever you require, and you can perform various operations on the data. And without data structure there is no program. Already I have explained this one. So this becomes a very powerful feature of C++. This is available in Java also, and those set of classes are called as collection framework, and even those classes also design perfectly like this only. So that's all. You can try this and develop some application using these data structures.